gieo mầm yêu thương, hạnh phúc đồng hành cùng con trẻ. Gieo mầm yêu thương.
Hello, everybody. You are listening to the bilingual fairy tale series, a product from Cultural House of Youth in Ho Chi Minh City. Hello, boys and girls. Don't you agree that everyone loves Lunar New Year? Every child will receive lucky money, get to buy new clothes, and visit many wonderful places. Surely, in some pagoda, temple, or festival place at New Year's time, you have seen a tall no pole. However, have you ever questioned the meaning of the no pole that appears every Lunar New Year? Do you wonder why and how it came to be? Well, to discover the origin and special meaning behind the no pole, today we will listen to a story called The Tale of No Pole in Lunar New Year. Let's get right into the story, shall we? A long, long time ago, no one knew when and how the devils took over all the land. Humans were just servants and had to work very hard in the fields. The devils caused the human a lot of trouble. They bullied human and became meaner every year. Finally, the devils forced the human to follow the special type of rule that they came up with by themselves. This year, the rule is eat the top, leave the bottom. We will collect everything on the top of the plants. What's left at the bottom is on yours to keep. That year, after the harvest, the human had to hand away all the rice and receive only straw and stubble. Hunger happened everywhere. People had to dig up plants in the forest to eat, while the devils celebrated. After that, the Buddha from the West saw such a miserable scene and was determined to help humans to fight back the cruel devils. Buddha advised the human not to grow rice, but instead to dirt up dirt and grow sweet potatoes. That year, baskets and baskets of sweet potatoes were carried back and piled in humans' houses. In the meantime, the devils received only gross sweet potatoes, leaves, and stems. Unfortunately, they made the rules themselves, therefore, they could not say no. Next year, the devils changed the rule into eat the bottom, leave the top. Buddha told the human to switch to growing rice. The result was the same. The devils ended up receiving no food. On the other hand, baskets of golden rice were carried to humans' home, leaving on the straw and stubble for the devils to keep. The devils were furious. In the next season, they once more gave a new order. Eat both the top and the bottom. This time they thought, they can grow whatever they want. We won't spare anything this time. However, Buddha had given human corn seeds to plant everywhere. Thanks to the well care, the plants grow big corns in the middle of the stem, which could not be counted as either top or bottom. That year, once again, the human was more than happy to see all their hard work had paid off. Families had yet to finish the rice savings from the year before and came new, massive baskets of corn. The devils were tricked yet again, and they were so upset for many days straight. Out of anger, the devils no longer allowed the human to work on the land and forced the human to return on the fields of crops. The devils thought, It's better to have nothing at all than letting them enjoy the crops on their own. Oh dear, the devils sure were beyond greedy and cruel. But children, don't be too worried, as Buddha was still on human side. Let's continue the story to uncover how the human would continue to deal with the devils. Buddha told the human to bargain with the devils, asking to rent a piece of land that equaled the size of a Kashaya's robe's shadow. That means the human would plant a bamboo tree and put a Kashaya's robe onto the tree top. Wherever the shadow of a Kashiya is casted over, that land would belong to the human. At first, the devil was not happy about this idea, but then they considered hard about a good deal and agreed. Two sides made a contract. The land outside the shadow belonged to the devils. The one within the shadow was human's land. After planting the bamboo tree, Buddha stood on its top and flung a Kashaya robe onto the tree top. It spread in the wind into a round piece of cloth. Buddha then used a magic spell to grow the bamboo tree way high up into the sky. Suddenly, a sunny day became overcast. The whole land had been overshadowed by the Kashaya robe. The devils had to retreat. Finally, there were no more lands for the devils. They ended up fleeing to the East Sea. The devils could not forget about this defeat. All their lands and crops were now in the humans' possession. The devils angrily started an army for invasion to take back their own land. This time, the human faced great difficulties, as the devil's army consisted of monstrous, ugly creatures. However, Buddha was always there to help the humans stop the devils from coming forward. After several losses, the devils sent their messenger to the Buddha, asking what his weaknesses were. Buddha told them that he was afraid of fruits, banana cakes, cooked rice, and boiled eggs. In return, Buddha also asked what the devil's weaknesses were, and they confessed they were terrified of pandan leaves, garlic, and lime powder. In the next battle, the devil's army brought lots and lots of fruits and threw them at the Buddha. Buddha told the human to collect them, then threw garlic back at the enemies. The second time, the devil's army brought banana cakes and threw them at the Buddha. Buddha once again told the human to collect them for food and threw lime powder at them. The devil could not stand the lime powder, so they ran away in fear. For the third time, the devil's army brought plenty of cooked rice and boiled eggs. They threw them at Buddha and his people. The human happily collected them, and in return, they used pandan leaves to slap the devil. The devils ran away as fast as they could, and they were forced to return to the East Sea. All devils were forced to leave in great pain. They kneeled before the Buddha and begged for mercy. Buddha felt pity for them, so he promised them that for 3 specific days of each year, the devils were allowed to return to the mainland and visit the tombs of their ancestors. Since then, there were no devils to be found on the mainland. All humans lived together in peace, harmony, and prosperity. However, in Lunar New Year each year, the devils are allowed to enter the mainland to visit their ancestors for 3 days as promised. Due to the tradition, people would plant a nail pole, similar to the bamboo tree with the cassia like the old day, to remind the devils not to invade into humans' land again. On top of nail pole hung a wind chime. Every time the wind made a sound, the devils will be alarmed and stay away. On that pole, people also hang pandan leaf to scare away the devils. On top of that, people will also draw an arrow pointing to the east and put lime powder on the ground to prevent devils from entering their house. Well, who knows, there are so many Vietnamese traditional customs in Lunar New Year that have their origins rooted in this fascinating tale. Through this story, I also hope all the boys and girls will cherish and appreciate our homeland, since our ancestors had gone through great difficulties to protect it. Time sure flies by. We have come to the end of the story. Well, I hope to see you guys soon in the next story. Goodbye and stay safe.
Gieo mầm